What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match, and Barcelona unfairly lose to Inter Milan. 1-0. It was a wonder goal from Calhanoglu, but in the end, VAR and refereeing decision have cost Barcelona a point in this match. Despite the fact that Barcelona did not play well, we did dominate, but in the end, we walk away very, very empty-handed. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen right now. It was Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Roberto, Garcia, Christensen, and Alonso, with a midfield three of Busquets, Xavi, and Pedri, and a front three of Ousmane Dembele, Lewandowski, and Raphinha, with Pique, Ansu Fati, Balde, and Kessie making appearances off the bench. And before we talk about our performances and the player and team ratings, I have to talk about the VAR and referee today. First of all, the referee on the pitch, I think in the first half he was okay. Second half, my god, what's his name? Stanko Volfish, whatever the freaking hell his name is. I think it's the first time he's refereeing a Barcelona match. Inshallah, it's the last time. My freaking god. First of all, you can see on the right hand side the goal that was disallowed for Pedri that he scored. It does hit Ansu Fati's hand, clear as day, but the rule is if it comes off the opponent player and then the ball does not traject with the play, does not cause deflection or anything like that, the goal stands. And of course, when the cross comes in, it's Onana who touches the ball first, and that of course connects with Ansu Fati's hand and then drops to Pedri. So the rule is, according to FIFA, that goal should count. But again, with our Super League and all this crap, UEFA are going to try and screw us as much as possible. That one, okay, fair enough. We've got to talk about this second one. Dumfries touches the ball in the box, and it's not given. I mean, they showed when I was watching the game, they showed two very crap angles, and it's, unclear. I said, okay, it doesn't look clear, makes sense. After they rule out that it's not a goal, I'm thinking, how are they not checking other angles? Then when the game goes on, they show replays from other angles, and it's clear as day. I mean, speechless. I mean, it's the most blatant handball. Look at the picture. You think it touches, but funny enough, both the plays involve Ansu Fati, but it is the clearest handball I have seen in my life, and they missed it. I mean, how does the TV have more camera angles than the VAR room? It is a joke. I mean, and how the referee didn't see that is beyond me. Oh my god. And then what's the worst part? This happened in added time. We were, I think, 8 minutes of extra time. I think this happened around 91st. It took 2 minutes for VAR to check it, and they didn't add on those 2 minutes afterwards. So 2 minutes of time wasting for Inter, just straight off the bat. He didn't even add on the extra time for VAR. This is gonna play a factor, of course, in my team and player ratings, because at the end of the day, the referee screwed us over more than how we played. If this was a fair game, we're walking away with 1-1, 100%. I think this match is definitely fair enough as a draw. Of course, Calhanoglu scores a banger. I mean, only a few players in the world can do that. He hits it. It's perfect. Bottom right hand corner. Ter Stegen can't do nothing. It's a worldie. You hold your hands up. This was a match. This is a draw. 100%. Barcelona deserved a draw. Inter deserved a draw. But in the end, Inter walk away with 3 big points. And we get freaking finessed by VAR and the referee. Overall, the team performance rating on the night, I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 10, a below average performance from Barcelona. Look, I don't think we were dreadful. I don't think this is, Xavi's team last year, Koeman, Setien, even Valverde bad, but just in the final third, we were absolutely dead. I think we defended very well. We controlled the midfield well throughout through majority of the match, but just in the final third, we were so freaking dead, man. We just cross alone now. All we did in this match was freaking cross. If we had a Luke de Jong striker, sure, alright. If we had, Kessie for the majority of the game, okay. But bloody hell, we have Lewandowski and freaking Raphinha. I guess Lewandowski is good in the air when, he doesn't have 3 freaking Italian center backs on his clot. I want to see more individual brilliance from the players today, because that's what we needed to break down Inter. Again, they're playing a 5-4-1, just parking the bus galore and just hitting us on the break. As you expect, they gave us possession, and all we did was just cross. There was no other game plan. There was nothing. it was so freaking dead, man. When we started the second half, we were a bit slow, but then after that we picked up a bit. We had some chances here and there. Of course, Pedri scored, that was ruled out. Dembele hit the post. But for like from the 80th minute to like the 100th minute where we played to, I think 90 or something like that, it was just crossing. It was so dead. And sometimes we crossed the ball in the box and there's no one there. Lewandowski dropped back to, touch the ball a couple times. Probably Xavi is the only player in the box. He's like, what, 5'8"? It's so frustrating because, again, it's not like the Bayern Munich game. The Bayern Munich game, we battered them. We played so well. We just couldn't finish our chances. In this match, still the same thing, but we didn't create any chances to score. But we still dominated the play. I think overall, on the night, you compare both teams, we were the better team again. But again, in an away game in the Champions League, Barcelona just looked like fucking, I don't know, Elche. We just looked so... We looked so scared. We looked so nervous. I felt like the goal before halftime killed us. I think if they don't score that, or maybe they scored that earlier, like 40th minute, half an hour mark, 20 minutes, or even in the second half, it's, something you can come back from. I think just before halftime, I think it killed the mood, it killed the momentum, it killed the players' ambition to go out and win. Again, the performance wasn't dreadful, it wasn't shocking, but it was pretty bad. So overall, I will be giving it a 5 out of 10. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings. Strap your seatbelt for this one. We'll start off, of course, with the goalkeeper, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. I will give him a 6. Again, still no clean sheet in the Champions League, but to be honest, didn't have much to do. Again, Inter had nothing going forward. He had one good save from Calhanoglu that was about 40 yards out. The goal, he can't do nothing. He's got players in front of him. It's like right in the bottom right hand corner. I don't expect him to save that. It was a banger. I think he had one shot that was saved from Lautaro that would end up being offside, but apart from that, it was a quiet day for ter Stegen. He had really not much else to do. His passing out from the back was decent as well. Cleared it when he had to clear it. He passed out well. I have no complaints about ter Stegen. So overall, this match, I will be giving him a 6 out of 10. Now, for the center back partnership, first of all, on the right hand side, it was Andreas Christensen, who unfortunately went off injured. Let's make our prayers right now that it's not serious, because if it's serious, we might be screwed. But I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he was very, very solid. He lost the ball a few times here and there, but collecting the balls from the long balls, interceptions, he was fantastic. Passing out from the back was superb as well. I felt like he played so well. Of course, only played around an hour or so. I had no complaints about Christensen. I felt, again, just like Real Mallorca last weekend, I felt very safe with him. So I will be giving him a 7 out of 10 alongside his partner on the left-hand side, which, of course, was Eric Garcia. I was thinking about giving him an 8, but we didn't win. We didn't get a point, so I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Look, I think the physical aspect of the match, he wasn't that great. 1v1s with some players, he's getting bodied a lot. But again, interceptions from the long balls, clearances. He had that brilliant tackle in the second half. His passing on from the back was immaculate. So solid from Garcia. I felt like he played so well. Almost gave him an 8, but I will end up giving him a 7. Again, the goal, it's a long shot. I really have no complaints about ter Stegen, Christensen, and Garcia. I think they went out there, they put in the shift, they played well. I have no complaints, to be honest. So overall, I'll give them all, including Eric Garcia, a 7 out of 10. Into the fullbacks now. We'll start off with Marcos Alonso at left back. For me, by far, top 2 worst players on the pitch for Barcelona. For me, he will be getting a 4 out of 10, which I think is my lowest rating of the season. Look, he was shite. Pass back merchant. I think I can think of 2 crosses. His crosses, first of all, were shite. Some of them, I think one of them got into the area. Other ones were all blocked for a corner kick or blocked for a throw-in. Defensively, he was crap. Going forward, he was crap. The guy has no pace. When I saw his FIFA card saying like he had 40 pace, I'm thinking, you know what? FIFA are a bit harsh. It's true. This guy has no pace to save his life. A passing back merchant as well. Dreadful. Oh my god, our left hand side was dead. For me, Alonso will definitely be getting a 4 out of 10. At right back, wasn't much better. It was Sergi Roberto. I will give Roberto a 5 out of 10. I don't know if this was instructions from Xavi or not, but he did not do not even one overlapping run for Ousmane Dembele. Not one. I don't know if that's instructions from Xavi, but from a right back, I'm expecting that. Secondly, like Alonso, pass back merchant. I can think of maybe 2 forward passes from Roberto, but if you don't count the ones to Dembele, that when he's like right there wide open, he had like 2 other forward passes. I think one to Gavi and one to Pedri. Again, pass back merchants. He defended well in the match. He had to deal with, of course, DeMarco coming down the left hand side, also Lautaro Martinez at some points. I think in defensively wise, he was okay, but, attacking wise, he was dreadful. And for me, Roberto tonight will be getting a 5 out of 10. Now for the midfield, we will start off with El Capitano, Sergio Busquets, who for me will be getting a 6 out of 10. Look, I don't have any real faults for Busquets. Of course, picked up that yellow card for a challenge that, in my opinion, was not a yellow card. He was not on a counter. There was no counter attack. He, clipped the player from behind, but he still, touches the ball. I think, again, it was average from Busquets. Did not do anything wrong, did his job, sprayed the ball, connected the play from the defense to the attack, and also in the midfield. I had no real complaints about Busquets as well. Didn't play as well as Christensen and Garcia, but was average. Didn't do much and didn't do too low. So for me, he will get a 6 out of 10. And the same also can go for Xavi on the right-hand side of the midfield, who will also get a 6 out of 10 for me. He felt a bit quiet for me, in my opinion. I saw when we were in the first half, we were defending in a 4-3-3 with Xavi as striker. The man was pressing like no tomorrow. Had some good touches of the ball, progressed the ball well. But other than that, I felt like he was a bit isolated in the match. Didn't seem to really get on the ball too much. Moving forward, he was good. Again, things defensively, he was there as well. But like Busquets, just an average performance from Xavi. Did not do exceptionally well. Did not do very poorly. So I will give him a 6 out of 10. But last and not the least is, of course, the midfielder on the left-hand side, who was my man of the match, and that is Pedri. I will be giving Pedri an 8 out of 10. This man is something special. Oh my freaking god. The way this man just glides in the midfield. Of course, scored a goal that shouldn't have been chopped off, but that was an open net, so I mean, the man glides in the midfield, man. It is ridiculous. The turns, the passing, the dribbles. He could have shot a bit more. He had some opportunities where he could have let one fly on goal, although they were a bit far out. Of course, Xavi mentions this a lot, that he should be scoring more goals, taking more shots at least. I think he had a few opportunities where he could have shot, but he went for the pass, maybe because, of course, big moment, we're trying to get back, all that sort of stuff, which is understandable for a youngster like him, but the way that man glided in the midfield was ridiculous. Without a shadow of a doubt, no one comes close. The best Barcelona player tonight was definitely Pedri, and for me, he will get an 8 out of 10. Into the forwards now. We're off with Ousmane Dembele at the right wing, who for me tonight will be getting a 5 out of 10. I think now looking back on it, you could say 5 is a bit harsh. You could maybe say a 6, but again, just cross. And the one time he utilized his ability to drive at the defense, we created a few chances. Of course, the one where he hit the post, or Nana saves it, hits the post. That was again coming from him to driving at the defense. We had a cross, I believe, in the second half. The cross for the Pedri goal, for the disallowed goal, came in from Dembele. Him driving at the defense at DeMarco. He only did it once or twice and created good chances, but always he runs, cuts back, runs, fake shot here, fake shot, cross. It's just so dead from Dumfries today, man. I want to see more flair. Again, like I said a few minutes ago, we needed a bit of individual brilliance to break down Inter. Again, 5-4-1, it's going to be difficult. They're an Italian side. All they know is defending, so it's going to be difficult. We needed to show more individual brilliance. I feel like, of course, Dembele has that in his locker, but did not show it. So for me, he will get a 5 out of 10. Alongside the striker, Robert Lewandowski, he will also get a 5 out of 10 for me. Look, graveyard shift. He really had nothing, no chances whatsoever. I mean, I feel bad for him. Man's the only player in the box. He has like about 8 players defending him, and all the crosses are coming into him. Like, he can't do much. He ain't no miracle worker. Not even, the greatest of players to play the game would, be able to work around that. I think his connection play today with the wingers and the midfield wasn't that great, and he's also a bit sloppy. He tripped a lot, misplaced a lot of passes as well. So it wasn't the greatest day from Lewandowski, but again, not gonna blame him too much. Had no service. He had, he's working off scraps, so to speak. So I will give Lewandowski a 5 out of 10. And last but not the least, the second worst player in the match for Barcelona was Raphinha, and for me, he will get a 4. At least this game confirms now that Raphinha cannot play left wing. I mean, oh my god. First of all, he was sloppy as hell, misplacing passes, slipping, all this stuff. If you go back in my live stream, it was the 6th or 7th minute, Raphinha's coming down the left. He cuts inside, the space opens, shoot! Nope, he ain't right-footed, cuts it back, and fluffs the opportunity. If that was Dembele, different story. Although Dembele is favored on the right wing, he can use both feet very, very well, as you all know. Raphinha looks so dead on the left wing. I think he played right wing in the second half for like 10 minutes. He actually looked okay in those 10 minutes, to be fair, but then got chopped off, and rightly so. I think now this game confirms that Raphinha can only play off the right wing. The left wing, the man is dead. Against maybe lower teams, you can get away with it, but against the top teams, he ate it, and I felt like he was very, very poor in this match, so I will give Raphinha tonight a 4 out of 10. Now for the substitutions, the subs were Pique, Ansu Fati, Balde, and Kessie. Pique, I think he came in, did well. Of course, Christensen got injured. Again, let's pray again his injury is not serious. Came in, did okay, had a great clearance from the cross that was coming into Dzeko. That was definitely goal-bound. Felt like he defended well, give him an average 6. Ansu Fati, of course, involved in both controversies that happened, but also I think Ansu Fati did play very well. He was running past Inter Milan players left, right, and center, nutmegging them, connecting well, making good runs. I think he's now definitely going to be starting against Celta Vigo this weekend for sure. I'll probably give him a 6 as well. Balde gave us energy, gave us pace, but then again, didn't really have much time to get into the game. Of course, being the left back, all you're doing is getting the ball and cross galore, so I'll give him a 6 as well. Kessie came on for like, what, 5 minutes? Probably 10 minutes, but probably like 5 minutes of him actually, you know, having any action, so I'll give him a 6 out of 10 as well. But again, Xavi only using 4 out of 5 substitutions. And last but not the least is, of course, the manager, Xavi Hernandez, who tonight will be getting from me a 4 out of 10. I think this result majority is to blame for Xavi. 1. Why on God's green earth are you starting Alonso? The man has played like, what, 12 minutes? And you're starting him against Inter away? Disgusting. Secondly, Raphinha. Now look, I'm not saying he should have started or not. I think Raphinha should have started. Okay with that. But you're watching him for 45 minutes on the left wing. Freaking dead. Dead. And you didn't switch it around. Even after 25 minutes. I'm not saying, oh, sub him off and bring on Ansu. I'm not saying that. Just get him to switch wings. Switch wings would have been way more effective. And he didn't do that. It took him until the 60th minute to switch Raphinha and Dembele on the wing. Thirdly, the subs. Now, the Balde Ansu Fati sub was, of course, good. No problems with that. Last time I checked my watch, it was about 20 minutes late. He brought them on, like, what, 65th minute? That should have been at least at halftime, in my opinion. Pique for Christian, okay. Kessie for Gavi, okay. But where's the 5th sub again? You've been crying for a squad. I get it, the bench is not looking great with all the injuries. You still have Rant, maybe, I don't know. Take off Lewandowski, rest, no, probably not. Take off Dembele, maybe he's just been crossing galore. Chuck Rant in the box, maybe he can be a little bit of an aerial threat. I mean, there's options on the bench as well. It's just not the best day from Xavi. He's going to blame the referee a lot in his post-match press conference. I know that for a fact, and he should to his extent. But I think the majority of the blame today should be going to the manager for his poor decisions in a lot of aspects, starting Alonso, Raphinha on the left wing, and the subs not being too great. I think the game plan was okay. You know, attack, and defend very well. I think we did defend well in a majority of the match. But again, it was individual brilliance that got Inter Milan out of it, and we needed individual brilliance on our end, but we didn't see it. So overall for Xavi tonight, not the best night for him as a Barcelona coach, and I will be giving him a 4 out of 10. So that was my match review for Inter Milan versus Barcelona in the Champions League. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly, of course, your thoughts on the performance, your player ratings, and your manager rating as well. And also leave me your thoughts on what Barcelona and how Barcelona are looking in the Champions League group as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. A little bit of a setback for Barcelona, but no doubt I believe we will be back. Take care, and Forza Barca.